हेलो एवरीवन, आज है हमारे 75 डेज चैलेंज का डे 9। तो आज मैं पढ़ने वाला हूँ ग्रेड 9 इंग्लिश का इनफॉर्मल एंड फॉर्मल लेटर के बारे में। तो आज हम पढ़ेंगे डिफरेंस बिटवीन द फॉर्मेट्स ऑफ एन इनफॉर्मल लेटर एंड अ फॉर्मल लेटर। चलिए शुरू करते हैं। डिफरेंस बिटवीन फॉर्मल लेटर एंड इनफॉर्मल लेटर। The formal letter is written for business or professional purposes with a specific objective in mind. It uses simple language which is easy to read and interpret. On the contrary, informal letters are written to friends and relatives for personal communication and require a casual or an emotional tone. The size of a formal letter should be concise, that does not include irrelevant matter. In contrast, the informal letter can be lengthier. Formal letters are used for writing letters to business contacts, partners, suppliers, customers, clients, etc., college or institute, employers or professionals, etc. As against this, we write informal letter to friends, relative, acquaintance, etc. What is informal letter? An informal letter, also referred to as a friendly letter, is a personal letter written to friends or relatives. It is written in personal fashion. You can write it anyone with whom you have non-professional relationship. Although this doesn't exclude business partners or workers whom you are friendly with either. There are fewer formatting rulers for informal letters than there are for business or formal letters. The letter can be used for some reasons like conveying message, news, giving advice, congratulate recipient, request information, ask questions, etc. It is a personal letter written to whom you are familiar with, like friends, siblings, parents, or any other close ones. While writing an informal letter, one can afford to be friendly and make use of personal or emotional tone. Format of informal letter. There is no set format when writing an informal letter, but there is a general pattern, some conventions that people usually follow. We will be looking at this pattern and certain tips on how to write effective and attractive informal letters. These act as guidelines when you are drafting a letter. They are not hard and fast rules. Let us begin. Informal letter format. Sender's address. पहले आता है sender's address. The first thing to write is your address. Example, the address of the writer, basically the sender's address. We usually write the address on the left hand side of the page at the very top. The address should be accurate and complete. Example, 275 Bangur Nagar, Kilenia. Date, below the address we write date. Example, 15 January 2024. Greeting. This is the salutation. Put writer's name or designation. Example, sir/madam. Introductory paragraph. And now begin writing the letter. You might begin by asking the recipient about their well-being. The opening of letter should be casual and comforting. It must not be formal and direct as in business letters. Body of the letter. Content of the letter is maintained in this. Should be with good flow. Conclusion. In the conclusion paragraph, sum up the reason for writing the letter, summarize the letter, say a meaningful and affectionate goodbye to the reader, and do not forget to invite the reader to write back or reply to the letter. It shows an intention to keep the conversation going. Ending signature. Ending of the letter. Some common used phrases are lots of love, best wishes, kind regards, kindly. Example of a formal letter. Sector 17, Vashi, New Mumbai. The manager, Modern Restaurant, Sector 23, Vashi. Date 6 July 2015. Dear Sir slash Madam, I am writing to complain about a meal we had in your restaurant yesterday. We had booked a table for 6, but when we arrived, there were no free tables and we had to wait for more than 45 minutes to sit down. From a menu of 12 dishes, only 4 were available and their quality was poor. The fish in particular tasted awful and the waiter was rude when we told him about this. We have eaten in your restaurant several times in the past, but this is the first time we have received such bad treatment. I am not asking for a refund, but I would like you to improve the quality of your dishes and service. Your faithful handwritten signature, Ravi Menon. हाँ तो दोस्तों, जो लिखने वाला होता है उसका लास्ट के अंदर एक सिग्नेचर आता है, फिर उसका नाम आता है. तो बस हाँ, तो अब हम देखेंगे फॉर्मेट ऑफ अ फॉर्मल लेटर. फॉर्मल लेटर फॉर्मेट. Sender's address. The first thing to write is your address. Example, the address of the writer, basically the sender's address. We usually write the address on the left hand side of the page at the very top. The address should be accurate and complete. Example, 275 Bangur Nagar Road, Mumbai. Date. Example, below the address we write the date. Example, 15 January 2023. Receiver's address. After date on the next line should insert receiver's address. Example, 258 Mr. Vincent Pereira, MW, Armour Street, Colombo 12. Greeting. This is the salutation. Right below the receiver's address, put writer's name or designation /sir/madam. Example, dear sir, dear madam. Introductory paragraph. And now begin writing the letter. The opening of a formal letter should be professional. It must not be formal and direct as in business letters. The body of the letter. Content of the letter is maintained in this. Should be with good flow, details should be explained, professional words and short descriptions are used here. Conclusion. Not compulsory in formal letter, but better have one in a longer letter. Ending signature. Ending of the letter. This should be formal. Some commonly used phrases are best regards, best wishes, kind regards, yours sincerely. तो दोस्तों, आई होप आपको ये फॉर्मल लेटर और इनफॉर्मल लेटर के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन पसंद आई हो. अगर वीडियो पसंद हो तो वीडियो को लाइक करना, शेयर करना और चैनल पे नहीं हो तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना. अगर आपके पास कोई भी ओपिनियन हो मैं अपनी आवाज़ को और रीडिंग स्किल्स को कैसे सही कर सकता हूँ तो यू आर फ्री टू टेल. आप कमेंट कर सकते हैं हाउ कैन आई इम्प्रूव माई रीडिंग स्किल्स. तो यस, अगर आपको वीडियो पसंद है तो वीडियो को लाइक करना, शेयर करना, चैनल पे न्यू चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना. मिलते हैं फिर न्यू वीडियो, तब तक के लिए बाय बाय, स्टे ट्यून्ड.